So why is it important to do this exercise before you get the renewal? Maybe 3 months ahead of the renewal? And the first one is this loss ratio reporting. A loss ratio is just claims over premium. It's how your plan is performing. This particular employer is a fully insured employer. Now they're running at about 2.3% over 100. And in the fully insured market space with Blue Cross, they want you to run around 94% to get a trend increase. But here is what could be misleading about this number, because it already, you compare that to 94%, it already looks quite a bit higher than 94%, but it actually gets worse than that. So, what I'm doing with this report now is I'm using my underwriting knowledge behind the scenes, and I'm accounting for the fact that, well, that's an immature claim because I know this employer moved to Blue Cross in January of 2024. So I got to make some adjustments here on the claims. This does not include any adjustments for large claims or a pooling charge, which is what the insurance carriers are using to pay for these large claims. So when I make those types of adjustment, that actually brings this number not to 102.3, but closer to 121%. So yeah, this employer is not running great, but guess what? They're not going to get, an 8 to 10% renewal. That right there, when we make adjustments, that's going to indicate a 30% renewal. So why is it important to do this exercise before you get the renewal? Maybe 3 months ahead of the renewal? Because now you have a good idea of what's going to happen, and you have more time to prepare and strategically think about all of your options. So this page, absolutely crucial, but you got to know what you're doing from an underwriting perspective to really make sense of this number, because sometimes I've seen 102.3 actually turn out to 85, depending on the large claim activity. And so it can make a big difference. And the most common mistake I see from brokers is using this number only to project what a renewal is going to be. And that is just part of the story. So this is one of the things that you can do with your data and then the underwriting background behind it with your broker.